So to be a creator or an organizer on the Matikiti platform, one has to go to matikiti.mw. There, then that's where they'll find the beautiful interface of matikiti.mw, and they click on organize an event for them to start organizing an event. So to organize an event, you now go to the back office, Matikiti back office. So where you just create on register user. So from there now you just enter your details, your basic details. For in our case here, I'll just write Peter, and the last name I would put it as Mchiko. Then I would enter the phone number as like that, and after I enter all my details, I enter the phone number, then the email of my account which I want to register on, as well as the password. And I can also click on either as an organizer or as an artist. So either way, I can be doing that. So once I click on create an account, I get now a one-time password, an OTP. So I get this OTP to my mobile phone, which I've used to register. So this should be used into verification of my account. So I have to verify my OTP. So as you can see there on my screen, we have the OTP as 726501. So once I click on verify, it verifies my account. Then I can log in to my account. So I just enter the basic details, the email and password. So after I enter the email and password, that's when now I go into the dashboard. So on the dashboard, I can see quite a lot of things. For example, the total sales that I've made, all the events that I have, that I've organized, the ticket sales, and all that data that I need for me to get most of the insights of my particular event. So all that is available on the dashboard. And when you go onto my events, that's where now you get to see all the events that you have or that you are organizing, which are draft or published, or any event that's there. So for you to create an event, as I've said, you go into my events, and then click on create event. So after click on create event, you have to enter basic details of the event. So the details that you're entering on the event, they have to be very detailed, because this is what the users will be seeing on the platform when they'll be purchasing the tickets. So as you can see here, I'm entering my event name, the event date. So the date of the event should happen on the 5th of July, and the time as well, I add it there, and I add as well a very good description of that particular event. So on the description side, it has to be very detailed. The description, it has to be very detailed, because this is where now the users will have to know exactly about that particular event. So when they click on the event inside the on events.matikiti.mw, when they visit that website and they click on that particular event that you have, that's where now they get to see all the information regarding that particular event and the tickets of that particular event. So the description has to be quite detailed, and we need to make sure that it's very good and lively as well. And after selecting adding the description of that particular event, we now add in the venue name of that particular event. So every event we know already has a venue, so we have to add the venue name as well as the address of that particular event. So all this is just to make sure that you as a user, you provide you as an organizer, you provide your users with information that is very up to date as well as very good. And you add there, you click on next for you to add the category of that particular event. So there's a preset of categories which you can choose from. In our case, we just choose community and social, and from there, and now we click on we can add either guests as well as organizers of this particular event. So as an organizer, you can just add yourself as an organizer of this particular event, or if you're creating an event for somebody else, you can now add the details of that particular organizer on this page. So you click on add organizer and click on next. That's where now you can add the detail, the images or the media of this particular event. So On the media side, you can add the profile, the event poster. So the event poster, most of the times it's a portrait one. You can also add a landscape one, which is also okay. And also you can add some additional event images or event media, including a video URL. So this video URL, once you add it, it will be the one that users will see. So after that, you click on create event. The system creates the event, finalizes everything, and now you have your event. So the next thing to do is to publish your event. So before publishing, we now add what? We now add the tickets of that particular event. So to add the tickets of that particular event, you see just there on the event, we have add tickets. So when you click on the add tickets, and you now get the page where you add your tickets. So you can add the ticket badge or the ticket image. So in this case, I'll just add the very same image that I added for the event, and I can choose also from the preset ticket types. In this case, I'll just choose as standard, and also I'll choose the ticket price for this event as 50, and for the quantity available, you can this really varies from the number of tickets that you want to sell. As an organizer, you can choose up to 10,000, 1,000 tickets if you're sure that the users that are going to come to that particular event are that many. So you can choose a lot from there. So this quantity available, this will be deducted every time a user buys a ticket. So for example, if you have 2 tickets available, 2 tickets that you have added as a quantity, then once the user buys 1 ticket, that's when now it deducts the ticket number, the quantity of the ticket. So in our case, I think I can just put as the quantity as 5 for test purposes, and the minimum order, I'll just put it as 2. So for the minimum order, that's where now you tell the users that this is the number of tickets that you can purchase at one time. So at one specific time, you can only purchase up to 2 tickets, right? So if you have a lot of tickets, then you can also increase that number to maybe 25 or 100, or any number that you want, that you feel is good. And then we click on, we check the validity of that particular ticket. So most of the times, if you can just leave it as default, it goes to the up to the date when the event will be hosted on. So you can also add a new date from there, and then you can add a description of that particular ticket. So most tickets, they would be like, for example, for VIP tickets, somewhere they would be saying that for VIP, then it's 4 people per table VIP. So you could add those descriptions there for the users to be seeing those details on the events.matikiti.mw. After that, you add now the ticket, or you create the ticket. So once you create the ticket, now you'd see that we have the tickets, the ticket that we have just created on the platform. So as you can see here, we created the tickets and we say it available as 10,000. And once we go back to the events, you can also see that the ticket number, the ticket count has also increased to 1. So now on the events, now you can see that we have the tickets available, and the event, as we can see right now, is not yet published. So on the top right button, we have the publish event. Once you click on that, now the event gets published for us to be able to see that event on the events.matikiti.mw. So events.matikiti.mw is a link where people will be able to go to see the events that are available. So as you can see, the one we just created is this one, Rotary Club of Lilongwe Raffle Draw. So we click on that event, and once we click on that event, that's when we see now the tickets, the tickets as well as the details that we added whilst we are creating that particular event. So as you can see here, it's basically for us to select the tickets, and we can add as many tickets as we want. I think in our case we can add maybe up to 2 tickets. I think 2 tickets would be okay. So you can add as many tickets so this number is based on how many tickets you've set for people to be ordering. And once you do that, you then can click on proceed to checkout. So Once you click on proceed to checkout, that's when now we now get the Malipo checkout page, where you can either select TNM Mpamba or Airtel Money for you to finalize the payments. So once you enter your phone number, your Airtel Money phone number or your TNM phone number, then you can click on pay securely. Once you click on that, a pop-up message comes to your phone requesting you to enter your password, your PIN, your Airtel Money, in this case your Airtel Money PIN. So you enter that Airtel Money PIN, and once you finish that particular process, that's when now you get the confirmation from Airtel Money that you've been deducted cash. In our case, that would be 100 kwacha. You'll be deducted 100 kwacha, and as well as you get a message from Matikiti as well. So a message from Matikiti will be like you have entered. I mean, you've been entered into the Rotary Club of Lilongwe induction dinner raffle draw, right? So with a ticket number as well there. So this ticket number is what will be going into the raffle draw for you to win. So yeah, that's how you can add tickets, and that's how you can create events on matikiti.mw. Thank you.